You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is.
Perfect.
AEW. AEW Collision. Man, this show continues to be good. We got a lot going on. I like it. If you like it, I love it, baby. All right. So, with that being said, let us not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am your host, RJD. Here we talk about all things wrestling. Man, oh man. AEW Collision. Good show. Continues to be a good show. Continues to do everything that we hoped they would do. Continues to be not AEW Dynamite, which I really appreciate. Before we get into the review, let's give a heads up and hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Likes cost you nada. So support a brother, support wrestling, support me. This guy, RJD. Hit the like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Ticker rolling across your screen. All right, let's talk about Collision. We're gonna run it down. AEW Collision. First things first, what do I like? I love the fact that AEW Collision is putting on good shows. They're putting on great shows.
Perfect.
There is nothing else that needs to be said about Collision. Collision is a good show. It's a solid show. Sometimes Collision goes through like that in the blink of an eye. I don't ever feel like Collision is boring me. I like the fact that they are putting on fantastic shows. I can't be mad at that. First things first, we had FTR versus Big Bill and Brian Cage. Man, Big Bill. Man, listen, Brian Cage is awesome with Nana, with Mr. Prince Nana. But Big Bill, man, I wonder if this brother wakes up, looks in the mirror, finds out and looks at, where was I 4 years ago, 5 years ago, compared to where I am now? Man, just shout out to Big Bill. I love a good comeback story. Absolutely love it. FTR versus Big Bill and Brian Cage. This match was a banger. Very good match. Big Bill, what they call themselves? The big what the hell? Muscles, some shit. I forgot.
Stupid.
But they were calling themselves something. These two behemoths. One's tall as hell, 6'10", and one's just Brian Cage is jacked. So shout out to these guys. Dax ends up winning. They end up getting Big Bill up out of there, and then they hit Brian Cage with the Shatter Machine. And FTR takes to the mic after the fact, and they said, "Listen, a lot of people are hyping stuff up. A lot of people are talking about, listen, 8-star match or whatever it was, and great trilogy, 60-minute match. Cool, that's fine. We had another against these big musclehead dudes. Good match. Cool. It's almost like we know we're good. But top guys, we know we're good. But we got unfinished business, and our unfinished business, Young Bucks.
Stop it. Get some help.
Ooh.
Bruh.
Young Bucks. Ooh. Say less. they called out the Young Bucks and said, how about one more time? Young Bucks, FTR, All In, London. Let's give the people what they want. Yes, please. Yes, please. Show me the money. Yes, please. So that's going to be for All In. This All In card is looking like it's getting a little bit better and better here. So I like that. Looking forward to that. And then the match was made official after the fact by TK. Loved it. Then we had Tony Schiavone back there with the Bullet Club Gold. And Jay White had a clipboard cutout of himself. And Juice was talking shit. Right comes out with a cutout. Says he will make... says that's going to happen with Grand Metalik tonight. And he like knocked it in half. And the Guns mocked Tony Schiavone. And then they all came out Bullet Club Gold. So, good stuff there. Did that happen next? Yeah, good stuff there. Then we had Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Martinez. Stat basically got her ass kicked for most of this match, and then she won at the end with the roll up. There was a 6 spot where Mercedes Germaned her off the top rope. That was pretty cool. After the match, Diamante comes down. She comes down and she's ready, and all of a sudden, what the hell happened? There we go.
You triggered my trap card!
She came out, and nope, she's a heel. So she came out and they beat up on Statlander, but Willow Nightingale came down and made the save. Good stuff here. After that, we had Tony Schiavone attempting to talk to Toni Storm, who was an emotional wreck after losing her AEW Women's Championship to Hikaru Shida. And she was like, do you think this is all for me, Tony? Do you think this is it, Tony? I don't know what the hell they were doing there, but okay. Crazy Toni Storm, okay. She was basically like,
how dare you?
And there you go. So we'll see what happens. Then we had a Ring of Honor World Champion, TV Champion Samoa Joe versus Serpentico. He beat him up real quick. And then Samoa Joe said, listen, I respect you.
Respect my authority!
We have beat the holy hell out of each other. And while you were going around calling yourself the best in the world, I knew that you were never better than me. But you know what? Our legacy does not deserve to be defined by a roll-up. Nope, that ain't good enough. So let's give the people what they want. All In. You, me, CM Punk. All In. Samoa Joe. All In. Let's fight. And let's give these people what they want and cement our legacy amongst the greats.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. He said, don't make me wait too long because you know my courtesy only extends so far, punk. And he said his name at the end, so we all know who he was talking about. But I'm looking forward to that. Samoa Joe, CM Punk. That has the potential to be awesome. Then the Acclaim came out and talked about how Daddy Ass is retired and basically gave him much respect.
Respect my authority!
Billy, I hope you're watching this. I truly do. I hope you understand how much you meant to Max and I. That was posted on Twitter by AEW. Really good stuff. Then we had the House of Black, and they beat Darius Martin, Action Andretti, and Lee Johnson. The only thing, and the House of Black rules stipulation was this chick was barred from ringside, Julia Hart. Shout out to her. Perfect fit. Like that whole cheerleader bit, yay! Then now she's just a brooding chick, all dark and emo and shit. So look forward to that. Man. Let's talk about Brody King, man.
Bruh.
Seeing this dude live, like seeing where Brody King was 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, whatever it was, to all the way where he is now. Once he starts going, oh, it's like seeing those three guys perform live, it's just like, God damn, these guys are good. Like Buddy Matthews, good. Malachi Black, good. Brody King, good. These guys are phenomenal at what they do. They're so smooth and crispy and just quick. And even Brody King, he's a big boy, but he's quick as hell. And just a monster. These three together are just, Jesus. I don't know. Even singles. All three of these guys, singles matches are good. And Brody King, I think, is really, every time I see him now, every time he's wrestling, it's just like he has, I don't know what switched, but maybe because they're using him more, but his presence is on another level. And he is a big dude, and he is mean, and he is nasty, and he will beat your ass. And all three of these guys put together, 3 different styles, 3 different body types, 3 different looks, and 3 different guys who are very, very good at what they do. God damn, these brothers right here. All 3 of them. Awesome. Christian Cage brought his daughter to Collision. She asked to hold the belt, and he basically told her, "Did you win this belt?
Get the fuck out of here!
Get out of here. Go to your mother. Security, she doesn't have clearance. Escort her out of the building." It's like, and you hear the crowd laughing. He's like, "Did you win this belt? I am the TNT champion." Even though he's not the TNT champion,
Nope.
Luchasaurus is the TNT champion. I don't understand this shit, man. Christian Cage is hilarious. Listen, they didn't call him Captain Charisma for no reason. This brother is great. Heel Christian is even greater. Love it. Then we had Jay White versus Grand Metalik and Blade Runner. See you later. Thanks for coming. Bullet Club celebrate together after the match. And it is announced that Anna Jay will challenge Hikaru Shida on Wednesday on AEW Dynamite for the Women's World Championship. I don't know what she did to deserve a title shot.
Nope.
Stop it. Get some help.
But hey, it's all good. Jim Ross comes next week. We got Stat and Willow versus Mercedes and Diamante. Next week, we got SCM-FTR versus the House of Black in a trios match. Holy hell. Stop the show. That kind of came out of nowhere. CM-FTR versus the House of Black. I do not want House of this is going to be a very good match, first of all. But House of Black got to win this match. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't want CM-FTR to lose on their way to All In. I wouldn't want the champion, the real champion, CM Punk, to get pinned. I wouldn't want anybody from House of Black to get pinned and they lose the titles. So this looks like a pretty good count out, DQ, or it's House of Black rules. So this looks like a pretty good, if they add a stipulation and then make it a DQ or a time limit draw, I'm all for it. Because I wouldn't want either one of these teams to lose right now. Especially not the House of Black, especially if you're going to beat them and give the trios titles to CM-FTR. Hell no. But then do you want FTR to lose on their way to All In? You don't want Punk to lose on his way to All In. So this looks like it's going to be a draw or a time limit draw and or a DQ of some kind. So we'll see. TBS champion Stat and Willow Nightingale fight Mercedes and Diamante, and the Acclaimed are in action. Jim Ross is on commentary for Ricky Dragon Steamboat. He gets introduced, and then you have CM Punk and Ricky Starks come out, the real world champion. Very, very good match. There were ref bump shenanigans at the end where Ricky ran into the ref. Then he tried to cheat, put his legs on the rope. Steamboat threw his legs off, and then CM Punk rolled up Ricky, and it took Steamboat a little while to get in the ring. He's a little slow.
Damn, son.
He was a little slow, so it was more like a 6 count instead of a 3 count. But he finally got in the ring and counted 3, and CM Punk got the win over Ricky Starks. And shout out to this match. This match was good. Very good match, good main event. And at the end, Ricky Starks beat up on Ricky the Dragon Steamboat so he could get some heat because we are in FTR country and they kind of booed CM Punk 80-20 boos to cheers. So it's all good. And I ain't mad at it. So this was your Collision, y'all. Collision, as always, very good show. Can't go wrong here. I am not mad at it. I'm glad. Collision was awesome. Shout out to them. And we will see what happens moving forward. I can't wait for Collision next week. If Collision continues to put on great shows like this, they're starting to tell good stories. They're starting to incorporate more stories into this show. I like it. Let's keep it up, TK. As for me, I'm out. Everybody be safe out here. Early in the morning, I got things to do. This will be out around 2 o'clock, around 1:30, 2 o'clock. So check this out during your lunch break. As for me, I'm gone. Peace.